Hey. What's happening, y'all? Thanks for tuning into another episode of Crash Bang Boom Podcast. I'm your host, Jody Smith. Got an awesome guest today in Vinnie Signorelli, who is the drummer of New York's own proto-noise rock merchants UNSANE. We get into all kinds of good stuff, not the least of which is Italian food and his love for it, and inability to control himself from eating it before he gigs even. And gigging at CBGB, speaking of gigs, in the early days of UNSANE with bands like Helmet and what was at the time being called the crust rock scene, not necessarily noise rock just yet. We also talk about Vinnie auditioning for Richard Hell and the Voidoids, recording the new record Sterilized, due out September of this year. His father purchasing him his first drum set so he could run the upstairs tenon out, which is a hilarious story. How he nearly died not once but twice, and how the drums might just have saved his life. It's all in there. So here we go. Oh, Vinnie Signorelli over here. Crash Bang Boom. All right, I'm here at True Blue Tattoo in Queens with the one and only Vinnie Signorelli of UNSANE and all kinds of good stuff, man. I'm thinking with a name like that, you must be. I'm going French and from Utah, right? That's your.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Italian New Yorker. That's my second guess.
UNSANE.
How's it going, man?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for coming up and visiting and doing this interview.
Absolutely, man. I hear UNSANE has a new record coming out soon.
It's a true story. On Southern Lord is putting out the full-length album. We have a single coming out on AmRep. He's doing 2 songs.
Cool.
Released for that AmRep bash.
Okay.
In July, and then I think the record will be released end September.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Sterilize.
There it is. Caught you off guard for a second there.
The drummer is always the last to be told things.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, drumming, man, how long has it been now that you've been playing with UNSANE?
I think it's been since 92, 94, somewhere around there.
A sweet quarter century.
Yes.
That's
Sweet.
incredible.
So sweet.
How does it feel? Does it feel like you've been playing in that band for a quarter century?
No, it feels like it's been like a year. No, I'm being honest. It
Yeah.
hasn't felt like a long time at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. When did you start playing drums?
I started playing drums, I think I was 15 or so. My father bought me a drum set to get rid of the tenants on the first floor.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Did it work?
It worked.
Oh, I could guarantee it
That's
worked.
my career since, to annoy people. Just make noise and annoy them.
That's amazing.
They left within a week.
Wow.
It worked, and I just started playing and kept.
Now, after
Mess
they,
around.
that's what I was going to say. After the tenants left, was your dad okay with you continuing to play in the house after they had left?
Yes, we put my grandmother on the first floor, and she loved it.
She could deal with it. She was okay.
She loved it.
Really?
Things would rattle out of her dresser,
Yeah.
Glasses and so on. Would
Yeah.
rattle out, and we would have band rehearsal, and the hamper would vibrate out of the bathroom. But she would just smile. That's my grandson.
Really?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Mary.
Mary?
Grandma Mary.
Gotcha.
Maria. Wonderful lady.
How many generations of Italians, or how many? I guess you're in New York for you. Is it?
I was born in New York. My parents were born in New York, and my grandparents came from Sicily.
Oh, okay.
So, and yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was your grandma around? Did she ever go see you play live when she started playing
never seen us
live?
live, but she heard us a lot. She really didn't mind.
Was this in Queens or in Brooklyn? Where was this?
It was in Ridgewood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you grow up? You grew up in
I
Ridgewood?
Grew up in Ridgewood, yeah.
Really?
Ridgewood, Bushwick. First Bushwick, then into Ridgewood.
Wow. You're one of the rare people that I've met that can say that they were born and
From the
raised in.
area. I
Yeah.
can tell you history about that. We could do a walking talk.
Oh man, that'll be the next one. We'll get the video crew out for that, and we'll do the Vinnie Ridgewood Bushwick
Walking
tour.
talk and point out all the historic places and the old porno theaters. And just to be insults, we say, "Oh, your mother cleans the floors of the Wagner movie theater."
That's awesome, man. How was it growing up out here?
I had a great time. You know, you hear the old stories, you know, back in the day, but it was true.
Yeah.
Stick ball, Johnny on the pony, tag, freeze tag, ringolario, box balls. Yeah, forget about it. It was great. Really awesome.
Damn, man. Once you started playing in the house, and I guess your grandma was there, did UNSANE actually play in the house?
We played in the house too. I've been playing in that freaking basement for.
Are you still in the
40
house?
I'm still there.
Come on.
I'm on the first floor now.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I've moved around, but it's like, I was like, damn, what do you know? We had the rehearsal, you know, it was just a perfect place to be. Rehearsal-wise, living-wise, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I'm on the ground floor, my mother's on the second floor, my son's on the third floor. Yeah.
That's wild, man. A family home.
Yeah, so it's always been like that, you know.
That's really
As soon as we got rid of the tenants on that first floor.
It's the Signorelli home.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's amazing, man.
I'll tell you a little story, how supportive my family was. You know,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Let's say a month or so ago, the police came. We were playing in the basement. Police come, noise complaints from the tenant next door, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of here. They've been playing out here for 40 years. You come now, take a walk.
That's awesome,
They were
man.
like, okay, and they left.
Family support, man.
Yeah,
That's
it was
incredible.
great. Yeah, it was really funny. Get out of here, she said.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So UNSANE practices in the basement.
I practiced there with when I played with Fetus, Thurwell, we used to rehearse down there and jam with friends, you know.
You replaced the original drummer who
Charlie.
died of a heroin overdose, was it?
Yes.
Had you seen UNSANE
Yeah,
live at the time? Y'all were
we
friends?
used to play with UNSANE and Fetus. We used to do gigs together.
Gotcha.
And back in that era in New York in the early 90s, the scene was close. You know, all the bands, Boss Hogg and Helmet and Fetus and Swans and everybody hung out together. You know, Max Fish and Alleged Gallery. So everybody was friends, and of course you knew your bandmate. So Charlie had passed away, and UNSANE asked me if I would sit in. I said, as long as we stay busy, I'll do it.
Yeah.
We got serious and did it.
That is really wild. At the time, had UNSANE put out a record yet at that point?
At that moment, at that moment, no.
Okay, I thought
And
so.
the record we did after that was Total Destruction.
Right.
That was the first record of me joining the band.
Wow. And then, so I guess y'all put.
Matador.
Nice, man. So at the time, where y'all were playing at Max Fish, CB's, I guess, was
We
there?
would play, CB's was
Right.
play CB's and occasionally later on Coney Island High, but CB's was the home. You know, there was no need to play anywhere else. I don't think, unless it was a house party or something.
Exactly.
You know?
When y'all first started touring, what was that like?
You know, it was scenario. You know, in the van, get in the van and go. I remember going up to Canada in the wintertime and got there early. Bad idea.
Uh-oh.
You know, in the morning, snow, blizzard, sitting in our van, freezing our butts off. It's like, fuck Canada. Shows got canceled. Never go to Canada in the winter. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all were playing with Helmet, you said, and stuff like
Well,
that?
Yeah. I mean, you do shows together.
Right.
Everybody played. It was CB's, you know, Cop Shoot Cop, Helmet be on the same bill. It was fantastic.
Now, y'all are considered to be, you know, the forefathers of noise rock. At the time when y'all were doing it, was that what y'all were calling it, or
Scum Rock.
scum rock?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Was that something that y'all came up with in
No,
the band, or
I don't know where it got, the term got coined. I don't know. Playing at King Tut's Wawa Hut.
Huh? Where was King Tut's Wawa Hut?
King Tut's Wawa Hut is now Niagara.
Oh, really?
Avenue A. Right
Oh,
in
yeah.
7th
Right by
Street.
Thompson Square Park, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There used to be a lot of great bands in there. There was
Wow.
a lot of fun times.
What was the East Village and Lower East Side like in the '90s? To my understanding, it was a little insane
Yeah.
at the time.
It was fantastic. There was so much going on. Whether it was, you know, the Pyramid Club, King Tut's. These were like local Avenue A clubs. Pyramid Club was a lot of transvestite shows were going on there, but you would see hardcore shows too.
Really?
So everybody was together, man. It was like amazing. You would see Sick of It All play, and then there'd be a drag show after.
Right.
You know, or so on. It's just.
And there was
great.
no conflict with
No,
that.
not at all, man. It was fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Very
great.
interesting.
Everybody loved it, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun.
As far as going out to see shows growing up, what were some of the influential bands that you would see live? That
Growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dating me back there.
That's all right, man.
Well, my first concert was Grand Funk Humble Pie.
Oh,
Shea Stadium.
awesome. That's killer.
Right, yeah. You know, then he goes Frank Zappa. Deep Purple was an awesome show, that drummer.
Oh, yeah, Ian Pace is a badass.
Yes, amazing. Alice Cooper was my hero.
He's so good. I saw him recently. He opened up for Motley Crue, and while Motley Crue had all the pyrotechnics and like it was such an outrageous show, Alice Cooper really stole the show, man. He's still.
I haven't seen him with the new band, but
listen, man, his band is killer. He sounds great. His energy is great. He still puts on the whole show, and I mean, it was
and the whole
absolutely the guillotine, the whole thing. So when did you like? You saw Alice Cooper back in the day, so to speak.
Alice Cooper, yeah, 70s. $1 Billion Babies tour. I didn't see them earlier, but one of the greatest shows, The Who.
Oh yeah,
with Keith Moon.
Awesome. Yeah, that
amazing, was amazing. Blown away when what is it? Bob O'Reilly with the one with the drum solo.
Yes.
As soon as he's doing his solo, and as soon as it kicks in, they kick in. Every light in the stadium opened up. So we were just blown away. His hands in your head. He's like, no. It's amazing. Then we left the show. Me and my friend are sitting outside in front of Madison Square Garden. Who we see walking down the block? Pete Townsend.
Come on.
We walked with him from Madison Square Garden to his hotel, the Hotel Pierre.
Did you talk to him?
A little bit. We were shy at first, like, stalking him, walking behind him. And then finally it was like, hello, and la la la. And then we're outside the Pierre Hotel, like holding our heads. Wow, this is so awesome. Who get a limousine rolls up? Who gets out of the limousine? Cher and Diana Ross. We're like, yes. Awesome. They said, hello, boys. We're like, woo, hello.
That's
Great
amazing.
Night. Great night. You're a teenager. That's just awesome.
Oh, absolutely. I'd say that sounds like a memorable night for sure.
It was a memorable night. I remember.
That's killer that you got to see Keith Moon back in the day. Were there any other awesome bands that you got to see back in the 70s? Did you get to see Zeppelin by any chance?
I never saw Zeppelin. Frank Zappa with Terry Bozzio.
Oh, God.
That blew me away.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I hang up my drumsticks. Keith Moon inspired me.
Yeah.
Terry Bozzio destroyed me.
Right.
Like, get the eye sock.
I know, right?
Yeah, too good. And then, I'm sorry, I saw him with Phantomus. And he's so nice, and his drum roadie was so nice. It was in Europe at a festival. He's like, come on, hang out, sit on my drum riser. And I sat on his drum riser for his whole set. He was such an awesome, bouncy guy. And he did that solo that Frank Zappa had written for him. And the guy's he's just phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, it's insanity.
And I said to him, you could have played this whole show by yourself. And he kind of like, thank you.
Yeah, have you seen him? I saw him do a clinic a while back with that giant fucking drum set, like 100-piece drum set with it's got like 10 bass drums.
I said to him, how do you sleep at night, man? How do you think of this? Because everything is tuned from cymbals to kick drums.
Yeah.
All these pedals. I told him, when I saw a picture of this drum set, I was like, get the fuck out of here. This is ridiculous. I said, but after seeing you play it, it makes sense. Because he's an orchestra. That whole thing is an orchestra.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. You get some guys who just have big drum sets and that's all they're doing.
Yeah. Did you see Van Halen? Were you a fan of them at all in the 80s or 70s?
No, I was a little bit late for me. And I started, we were going to CBs. And now I'm being influenced by television and the Voidoids and the Cramps and all these bands that flip me around. And I still appreciated Deep Purple and Earth, Wind and Fire, of course. It was a whole new. Then Van Halen. It was fun.
That is pretty awesome, man. So you got to see. So really, television and the Voidoids. I would have loved to have seen the Voidoids. How were they?
The Voidoids were great. They were great, and they were all nice guys. And I auditioned for them.
Come on.
I swear. And I was getting the gig. I was friends with Ivan Julian from the neighborhood. But Robert Quine didn't like me.
Really?
He's like, he's a vegetarian. He's not going to make it on the tour.
Are you serious?
Yes. And they all wanted me except Robert Quine. And then I did another audition. Years later, Robert Quine was in the band. Same scenario. I played with a friend. It was a different band. I forgot the name of the band that he was playing with. And he was like, we went, second time, get the gig. All of a sudden, it's like, sorry, Robert doesn't want you because he thinks you were lying about something about playing playing with the bass player.
Really?
And I was like, this guy just doesn't like me.
That's all. That's what it is.
He just didn't like me.
That's
I
so
love,
strange.
I love his guitar playing. It was
Right,
so
of course.
fun. The
Absolutely.
guy didn't like me. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you win some, you lose some, I take it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's the way it goes.
fine.
It's a good
I
story,
got to play
though.
with him at least.
Yeah, right?
So that was
You could
fun.
at least say that.
Yes.
When was...
In a rehearsal scenario. not
Right,
mine.
exactly. What were some of the hardcore bands that you would see coming up, I guess?
Zero.
Zero? None of them?
Never followed it. You know, I've seen Bad Brains and
Right.
and Cro-Mags and
Sick of It All, you mentioned. Like
yeah,
that's
but I've never like really seen them because at that point I was doing Swans and Thorough. That was like another genre.
Right,
You
exactly.
know? Not to say we were artistes and
Right.
you know they were not. It was just a different world.
Yeah, you were just in a different lane.
different shows,
Yeah.
different festivals, so, and we were busy in those years, so I never got to really see them.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Damn.
True
man.
story. Yeah.
You know what? The first time I met you, interestingly enough, was about a decade ago in Germany. My band, Wrecketh, at the time, we played, I think, right before y'all at this. I think it was called South of Mainstream.
That
It's a
festival.
festival out in Germany.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's his record label's name?
It's Exile on Main Street.
Yes. Yes. Nice
That's it.
guy.
Yes,
I remember that festival out in the middle of nowhere.
that's right.
I
yeah.
stopped doing them.
Yeah,
Just
you
wasn't-
did.
Yeah, I don't. Think
I know. It's
Not
hard
many
to-
people would come out to those
Right.
things.
Right.
Yeah.
It was super cool, though. So, yeah, that was the first time I met you. How weird
Oh,
is
yeah.
that?
Weird.
Yeah, very
In the
strange.
middle of nowhere, right? I
Absolutely.
remember I took a walk out into the forest, and the silence was deafening. It was really
Yeah.
amazing. Like it was like filling. It was crazy.
Maybe a little bit of a hum that you get, maybe just from a little bit of wind going through the trees,
Not
just
even,
barely.
man, not even a plane in the sky.
Just
man.
dead.
Just nothing. It was
Yeah.
just really bizarre.
Yeah.
You know?
I found the German countryside to be really beautiful.
It is, yeah. Yes. And Bavaria is quite gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any other favorite spots in Europe, just aesthetically? Oh, yeah, I would imagine.
Italy.
Have you all played Italy?
Yes, we love Italy.
Really? The Italians
It's
love
only-
y'all?
It's only country. Yes, they're awesome. Vincenzo, Signorelli, oh, minchia. But Italy is the only country where I will eat before I play.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. I can resist it. Plates up because they cook for you before the show.
Right.
You know, maybe 2 hours before the gig. And
Yeah.
I tend to like say, okay, I'm not going to eat before a gig. I want to be light, bogged down. But in Italy, you can't resist it. Say, fuck it. I'm
Yeah.
eating.
I haven't been. I want to go. It's
man,
it's on my list. I got to do it.
It's great. People are great. Our favorite place is Milan. It's a club called Conchetta.
Uh-huh.
And it's like family.
Really?
People there. Yeah, they come here and visit, stay at the house. I go there when I can to hang with them. Beautiful, beautiful people. It's a community center. It's a squat. And people are amazing.
Damn, man.
People say, why you like Milan so much? There's nothing there. It's the fucking people.
Yeah.
You know? It's the people.
They feel like you feel like they're your people? You
Yeah,
say?
oh, totally, totally. We are one.
Yeah.
We set hearts in the same place, you know?
Right.
The attitude about government and so on.
Yeah.
You know.
That's wild. Yeah, I didn't really grow up with any particular, other than growing up in the South and swimming in swamps and doing Southern shit.
Right.
I didn't necessarily have like any sort of heritage that I particularly identified with,
Right,
you know, other than, yeah, like I said, just swimming. And it took me kind of coming up here in New York to actually think about that. I was like, oh, yeah, I definitely grew up in Southeast Louisiana doing shit that I would have never done up
Where
here.
your family is from.
Yeah, they're all from down there.
But
Yeah.
originally, origins. is
Original,
Europe,
yeah, my
French or.
yeah, French. My grandmother on my mother's side was from France. Went straight to the French Quarter. I guess she figured, oh,
Right.
French Quarter.
French
Yeah,
Quarter,
makes
yeah.
sense. Opened a perfume shop. So that
Nice.
was 3 generations back. And then my mother on my dad's side was from Mexico, of Spanish descent, from Mexico, moved to New Orleans as well, and was married and having kids by the age of 15, which I like to fuck with my dad and say, you know, Dad, your father was a bit of a pedophile.
Was your tattoos related to your Mexican heritage?
Uh,
I see a lot
yes.
of Calavera stuff.
I just love that stuff. I always did, and I guess the alternative is like, well, whose face am I going to get tattooed? If I'm getting beings tattooed,
yeah,
it could be an alien, you know,
Right,
it could
yeah,
be,
exactly.
or just a woman, or
So it's anybody.
Fuck it, it's skeletons.
It's anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But I was born on July 4th, 1976, so I'm the bicentennial July 4th, and if you've seen
I remember that.
the tail side of the quarter, the bicentennial quarter, it's a snare drummer on the side
really?
of it. So this is the Day of the Dead version of it with the fireworks
perfect.
going off.
Ah. I
Yeah.
went to the festival '76.
Did you?
Bicentennial, yeah, I was in down by the Brooklyn Bridge in Manhattan side. Big show.
What was it?
Just a big show, fireworks show.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's all. I kicked some girl right in the butt, right in her ass.
Oh, yeah?
Just kept pushing me. Stand in front of me. Finally, I was just like,
Gave her a kick in the ass.
yeah, she went flying.
It's amazing that
deserved.
Absolutely. It's funny, man. When I tell people my birthday, people seem to remember that day pretty specifically.
Yeah, how can you forget? 76, July
Yeah.
4th. Yeah.
Well, the amazing thing is, if I can live to be 100, it'll be the tricentennial on my 100th birthday.
We'll look forward to it. I'll bake you a cake.
All right.
With firecrackers in it.
Amazing, man. How was it recording this record that y'all are putting out? Where'd y'all record it?
We recorded out in Joshua Tree at Gatos Trail.
Oh, beautiful. I love it out there. One of my friends has a studio out there as well.
It is a fellow, good friend of ours, Dan.
Joshua Tree is
great. Yeah, it's beautiful. It was the best recording experience I've ever had. It was just the three of us. Dan was a friend. Here's the keys. We were in the studio by 10, leave by 11, 12, midnight.
Y'all stayed out there in Joshua Tree as well?
We had an Airbnb. We stayed close by, 5
Awesome.
minutes away. We were in the studio. It was just the three of us, and the view was the desert. So we were in a room recording. Dave's in the engineer room, booth, whatever you want to call it. And there was just a glass door facing the desert. So you didn't feel cramped. You could see, you can look outside and see. You felt like you were playing outside, and it was just three of us. So you didn't have that. Sometimes studios can be a sterile and an intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Like you got an engineer who's like, okay,
Yeah, this
three,
bullshit again.
Make them believe they like you, and they're doing a session a week, whatever.
Right.
They just burnt down. They don't give a shit. It was just three of us. We were comfortable. We had a good time, man. And yeah, we really had a great time.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, it sounds like you got a formula that works. Maybe next time you got to do a repeat.
Yep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was really, really the best experience.
So I guess at this point, how long have you been playing drums then now?
Well, while there, I guess I was 15, so I'm 60. Do the math.
Yeah, 45 years.
45 years. Shit.
You got me beat by 20.
Oh, shit.
Boy, when you say it, it seems like a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah. I should be better.
I think you're doing your thing, man.
Having a good time.
Absolutely.
It's not about being the best. It's about having a good time.
Right.
Being honest about what you do. Right?
Yeah.
That's it. Smile. I love playing a song, and after the song's done, just like shake, Dave or Chris's hand, say, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's do another one.
That's exciting.
It's a great time, man.
That's great that you can still get that fulfillment from it after all these years doing this.
Yeah, I love it. I like when you have friends sitting on stage with you, on the side stage, sitting by your drum set. You're having a good time. You're fucking around, making faces with them, and just like laughing at yourself, man. It's fun. That's it. It wasn't fun, forget about it.
Right. Exactly. Wiles do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go down to Mexico and go to the beach and swim in a lake, and there are options in life. There's no fun.
I agree.
Fuck it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Has UNSANE has a really unique ability, as you obviously, for playing pretty slow songs.
We can.
Has that been a challenge, or do you feel like you just fall right into it?
If it sits in your gut heavy, then it's there. It wasn't so much a challenge because it's like it's purging. You're making that face. You're. So I don't want to say it's hard if you're faking it, and you just don't do it. You don't record it or whatever. So that ain't working.
Yeah.
That's dumb. But just lay in the pocket and the groove, and it's there. Keeping it simple. I've learned from James Brown. So these white boys, they don't know how to just keep a beat. I'm like, oh, he's right. Just be in the groove. Get in the groove. It's true. As a drummer, a younger drummer, for me, tend to overplay. Any chance you get to put in a drum fill.
Oh, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, and then you get dirty looks from the singer. It's like you're stepping on my vocal line. And it's true.
Right.
That's not my job. To do that. I'm there to keep the pocket.
Yeah, man.
Keep it going. What do we say? see or recognize. Like you can see a band with a so-so guitar player, so-so
Right.
bass player.
But if the drummer's
if you have a
fucking
great
up.
drummer, no, if you have a great drummer,
Yeah.
it's going to be a great band. But if you have a great guitar player, great bass player, and a shitty drummer,
Yeah, you're
forget
fucked.
about it. So,
It's
some
funny.
drummers, some props.
Exactly, I know. We've been the brunt of all these drummer jokes by guitarists, bass players, all these other guys, and it's like exactly like you said. Yeah, let's get a shitty drummer in your band and see how y'all make out.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Who's driving and who's making people dance? Who's driving this ship?
Yeah, true. Having a good time.
Oh, the tour. Y'all have a tour coming up.
Yep, yes, we do.
Where are y'all going? And
Fashion Week.
yes, a band that I played with.
You played at the Fashion Week. Unfortunately, you're not out for this
Yeah,
tour.
yeah, it would have been fun, man.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a New York show? No,
Not
huh?
yet. This is just
A West Coast?
yeah, West Coast out to Chicago, down to Texas and over. We got these shows just because we were going out to the AmRep Bash. We're like, well, let's just fill it up short. So doing that, then we'll do a proper tour in November, October, November when the record comes out.
Okay.
So then we'll do it again, but hit everywhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time I saw UNSANE, you were not playing drums. What happened to you, man?
I almost died. I wound up getting a torn muscle. I was bleeding, created an abscess. Abscess broke.
Oh, shit.
Sepsis.
Jesus.
And it was misdiagnosed, sent home. I was sent home and I was dying.
Oh, my God.
Friends saw me, I'm pissing black and dying. Rushed to the hospital and almost died twice.
Jesus.
And then, then it was 6 months in the hospital.
Holy shit.
And the last one, of course, I was supposed to go on the tour. We were leaving for the Melvins tour.
Yeah.
And boom, down dead. They were waiting for me at the airport. Where's Vinnie?
Holy shit.
Rushed to the hospital.
What happened that time?
It was the same thing. It had come back.
Oh, no.
Blood level, the infection went down. About a month later, we're rehearsing for the Melvins tour. And I knew I was getting sick again.
Did it just feel, what was the symptoms? Like,
It was just pain, extreme pain and weakness.
oh, fuck.
And I knew it was coming back. And I resorted to, I'm going to die on tour. I'm just going to die, and that's fine.
Oh,
'Cause
God.
I really want to do this tour.
Oh, man.
And it wasn't going to happen. The day I'm heading to the airport, and I was still sick, and I was drugging myself just to kill the pain, and passed out, dead again. And then rushed to the hospital, waiting for me. Where's Vinny? He's supposed to be going to the airport. Where is he? Boof.
Oh, my God.
They found me on the floor in my bedroom.
Jesus.
It was sucked.
Wow.
And it sucked. And then I was in the hospital, and they're, so being sent to the hospital, they're leaving, going to tour. Luckily, Cody and Dale filled in for me.
Yeah.
And then they kicked me out of the hospital, put me in a nursing home. The day to leaving putting me in a the nursing home, they're leaving for Europe. And I'm like, what has happened to my life?
Oh, my
We
God.
rolled into a fucking nursing home, and bingo lets out. And it's like zombie land. Like they're like, gathering around my gurney. Who's nice? Who's the nice young boy here? Even though I'm not, but comparatively.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like horrifying. What the hell has happened? And then I didn't play for, I think, 5 years. I was sick and weak and couldn't walk without a walker.
Fuck.
So last year was, finally back on track. And it was very emotional, my first gig, like getting gear for a show in Austin before going to Europe, from knowing where I came from, what I lost, what I went through, to being back.
Holy
shit. It was
shit.
really emotional. Like, I started crying at the rental place. The guys are going, are you all right? What's wrong? And I'm just like, fuck. Anyway, there we were. But yeah, it was terrible. But now I'm back and everything's okay.
How has it been reconnecting to the drums, man? Does it
was
does
great.
it make
I
you
sat
happy as
down.
ever?
Yeah, I sat down and I was concerned, but we did the first rehearsal we had, like in the 5 years that I wasn't able to play.
Yeah.
We played the set perfect. Didn't stop. Boom, right through the shit. It was great.
Really?
That builds a confidence in you,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it was great.
Physically, were you in pain at all getting back and playing?
Not really. I mean, because it was my left foot, and so it was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. I mean, it was actually good. It was therapy because I was able to exercise it.
Absolutely.
Bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
So and sweating in the heat loosens the muscle.
It does.
Yeah.
Sweat some of the toxins out,
yeah.
loosens you up, get you
That,
warmed
and the
up.
muscles was softer, and so it helped a lot.
That's amazing.
Drum therapy.
I'll say. The drums brought you back to life.
There you go, baby.
Holy shit, Vinny. This is amazing.
Amazing story. I'm gonna start like an infomercial.
Absolutely. Drums saved my life.
Now, but instead of like going to a masseuse or anything,
That's
just
right.
Bang on the drums.
Yeah, go into a
encompass all your muscles.
yeah, go into a sauna, sweat your ass off, play some drums, beat
Put
on
your
some
drums in the
objects.
sauna.
That's right.
There you go.
There it
Perfect.
is.
There you go. Right
Boom.
on.
Hey.
Perfect.
Oh.
Ooh. How many followers we're gonna get? We're gonna go on Shark Tank and propose it to.
There you go. I'm into this. Nice, man.
I'm out.
Cool, man. Well, Vinny, thanks for talking to me,
Thank
man.
you. It's been great.
Awesome.
Totally fun. Thanks for coming up here, making the trip.
Absolutely,
Cool, buddy.
man. Cool.
Later. Right on.
Thanks for tuning into the podcast. If you like what you hear, please subscribe on iTunes Podcast if you haven't already. I'm also uploading these episodes on YouTube, so give those a listen. And they'll, of course, always be on SoundCloud as well. Thanks to Vinny for being a cool mofo. And I look forward to hearing this new UNSANE record due out September 2017 on Southern Lord Records entitled Sterilize. So get that shit. Look for UNSANE with supporting act Fashion Week on the West Coast tour. Dates will be in the description. We'll catch y'all in the next one, all right? Happy birthday to me. Crash, bang, boom.